I've got a question. I have 2 to 3 inch space between my breasts. Well, will breast implants help to narrow this? Help to narrow the gap. So yeah, a lot of people worry about the gap between their breasts, the cleavage, the space between the breasts. And what I normally say to people is it's hard to significantly narrow that. 2 to 3 inches is quite a lot, isn't it? Do you mean that? 2 to 3 inches? Oh, sorry. Didn't sleep last night very well. Sorry. 2 to 3 inch space between. What's 2 to 3 inches? It's quite a lot. 3 anyway is a lot. 2 maybe not. 2 reasonable. Anyway, whatever. I mean, if you've got an abnormally space, then we might need to look at it, to be fair, you know, so we can do things. The worry is when you're trying to narrow, you know, in people with like hypoplastic breasts, tuberous breast deformity, you often have a narrow breast base and you have to sort of do quite a lot of work to reconstruct the breast. So there are situations where you might have to redefine that area. But in the most people having breast implants, a lot of people having breast sort of just sort of small breasts, basically, they worry about having a wide cleavage. Now, what I normally say is because that's bone there in your sternum, we don't want to put the implants inboard of your breast, because if we put the implants inboard of your breast, you'll be able to see the edges, feel the edges and stuff like that. So I normally put the implants within your breast. And so this isn't narrowed, but often before you have you have a thing like that. It's like that. But when you have implants, it's like that. Yeah? You get it? So it doesn't narrow the distance. The distance isn't narrower. The distance is the same. But because it's sort of flat before, and when you have implants, it's like that. You get that? So it doesn't sort of narrow the cleavage, but it does enhance the cleavage. Yeah? Do you get me? Do you get me? That's what I normally say anyway. So that the absolute distance is the same, but the shape is enhanced. The angle is enhanced. As I say, generally speaking, if you have got 3 inches difference between your breasts and you have got an abnormally wide cleavage naturally, then we can look at maybe doing something. But the worry is if I'm going to do that with implants, that the edges will be visible or palpable. And you might say, that's okay, because I've got an abnormally wide cleavage, I'm going to accept that. So that's a conversation we might have to have.